Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, is renowned for his timeless insights into resilience, self-discipline, and the art of living. His personal reflections, captured in meditations, offer profound guidance on overcoming challenges and cultivating inner peace. In today's chaotic world, his teachings resonate deeply, empowering individuals to navigate life with clarity and purpose. This article explores 7 transformative Stoic principles from Marcus Aurelius, guiding you to harness his wisdom and reshape your mindset for a more fulfilling life. Control what you can, let go of what you can't. Building on Marcus Aurelius's enduring wisdom, one of his most powerful lessons is the principle of focusing on what you can control and letting go of what lies beyond your reach. This concept might seem simple, but it holds profound potential to transform your life. Imagine being in a situation where you've given your best effort to prepare for an important meeting, only to have it canceled unexpectedly. Frustration and disappointment naturally follow, but as Marcus reminds us, the cancellation isn't in your control. Your preparation and response, however, are entirely within your grasp. Marcus Aurelius lived during a time of immense uncertainty, facing war, political unrest, and personal loss. Yet, he wrote extensively about the importance of channeling energy toward actions and thoughts we can influence. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength, he advises. His words encourage us to stop wasting energy on things we cannot change, such as other people's opinions, unexpected challenges, or even the weather. Instead, he urges us to redirect our focus inward, toward our own thoughts, actions, and attitudes. A real-life story that resonates with this teaching is that of a young entrepreneur who invested years into developing a groundbreaking product. Just as they were ready to launch, an unforeseen economic downturn hit. Instead of succumbing to despair, they reflected on what Marcus taught: focus on the controllable. They pivoted their business strategy, targeting a smaller, more sustainable market. This mindset not only saved their business but also reinforced their resilience. The truth is, letting go of what you can't control doesn't mean you're giving up. It means liberating yourself from unnecessary stress and anxiety, allowing room for clarity and action. Whether it's dealing with rejection, a missed opportunity, or even global events, this principle empowers you to remain calm and purposeful in the face of adversity. Marcus's wisdom extends beyond individual challenges. It invites us to adopt a perspective that brings lasting peace. By controlling our responses and not fixating on external chaos, we build a foundation for strength and freedom. In the journey through this article, you'll see how each principle ties together, creating a roadmap to personal transformation grounded in the teachings of this great Stoic. Embrace adversity as a path to growth. Building on the idea of focusing on what you can control, Marcus Aurelius also encourages us to embrace adversity, seeing it not as an obstacle but as an opportunity for growth. Life's challenges are inevitable, yet how we choose to face them defines our character and resilience. Consider a time when everything seemed to fall apart. Perhaps a failed exam, a lost job, or a broken relationship. The initial pain is undeniable, but as Marcus teaches, adversity is a tool to shape and strengthen our inner selves. One of the most famous quotes from Marcus is, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." These words remind us that difficulties are not blocks to progress. They are the progress. Just as a muscle grows stronger under resistance, so too does the mind and spirit when confronted with trials. Imagine a woman who faces financial ruin after an unexpected health crisis. At first, the weight of the situation feels unbearable. But slowly, she begins to reframe her perspective, viewing her hardship as a chance to rebuild her life with renewed purpose. Over time, she discovers strength she never knew she had, becoming a beacon of hope for others facing similar struggles. This philosophy isn't just about surviving hardship, it's about thriving because of it. Marcus believed that challenges reveal our virtues: patience, courage, humility, and perseverance. Each setback is an invitation to reflect, adapt, and evolve. In the modern world, this lesson is particularly relevant. Whether you're navigating a demanding career, personal health battles, or simply the daily stress of life, Embracing adversity with a stoic mindset transforms fear into fuel. A practical way to embody this teaching is to view every challenge as a lesson. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" For instance, a young artist struggling with repeated rejection from galleries decided to focus on improving her craft and sharing her work online. Over time, she not only gained recognition, but also built a community of supporters who appreciated her resilience and authenticity. Adversity isn't something we seek, but it's something we all face. By embracing it, we cultivate a mindset of growth, learning to see obstacles not as limitations, but as stepping stones toward a more profound sense of purpose. As we continue exploring the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, each principle weaves together to form a guide for navigating life's trials with grace and courage. Find strength in your inner fortress as we embrace adversity as a tool for growth. Marcus Aurelius takes us deeper into the heart of Stoic philosophy with the concept of an inner fortress. This fortress, unshaken by external chaos, resides within each of us, offering strength, peace, and clarity amidst the storms of life. Picture this: a ship navigating through a violent storm, its anchor holding steadfast against the waves. Your inner fortress is that anchor, an unwavering source of resilience. Marcus believed that no matter what external forces press against us, our minds are our own. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength, he writes. This teaching resonates profoundly, especially in moments of turmoil. Imagine a father who loses his job unexpectedly. The weight of providing for his family feels unbearable. But instead of letting external circumstances dictate his mindset, he draws strength from within. He plans his next steps, leans on his principles, and maintains his sense of purpose. Slowly, his inner calm inspires his family, turning uncertainty into hope. The inner fortress is about creating a space of mental clarity where external noise cannot penetrate. It is a practice of self-discipline and emotional regulation, essential in today's fast-paced world filled with distractions and stress. Social media, workplace demands, and personal pressures can pull us in every direction. Yet, like a fortress standing firm on solid ground, our inner selves can remain unshaken if we choose to prioritize what truly matters. Building this fortress requires intentionality. Marcus often reflected through journaling, a practice that helped him ground his thoughts and emotions. Today, journaling remains a powerful tool to cultivate self-awareness. Take a few moments each day to reflect on your thoughts, gratitude, and challenges. This simple act helps you stay aligned with your values and reinforces your inner strength. Another practical approach is mindfulness. When emotions threaten to overwhelm, pause and focus on your breath. This practice anchors you in the present moment, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. A young woman struggling with anxiety once shared how the simple act of deep breathing helped her navigate public speaking fears. By visualizing her inner fortress, she reminded herself of her strength, transforming anxiety into confidence. The idea of an inner fortress reminds us that while we cannot control the world, we can control how we navigate it. It's a call to invest in our mental and emotional well-being, ensuring we remain strong even when life storms rage on. As we move forward, this teaching lays the foundation for understanding how interconnected our inner strength is with the external world. Practice control over desires building upon the strength of our inner fortress. We now turn to one of the most profound lessons from Marcus Aurelius: mastering control over our desires. The world tempts us with endless distractions, material wealth, fleeting pleasures, and insatiable ambitions. But in the heart of Stoicism lies a simple truth. Freedom comes from reigning in our desires, not indulging them. Imagine a man surrounded by wealth, yet restless and discontent. He chases every luxury, believing happiness lies just beyond the next purchase. Despite his riches, his life feels hollow. Contrast this with a woman who chooses to live simply, valuing relationships, self-growth, and purpose over possessions. Her joy radiates, not because of what she has, but because she is free from the chains of unnecessary desires. This is the art of self-control, freedom from being ruled by fleeting wants. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more who is poor." These words encourage us to pause and reflect on what truly adds value to our lives. Are we buying into societal standards of success, or are we aligning our actions with what genuinely fulfills us? A personal story brings this lesson to life. A young professional in a tireless pursuit of career success found herself burning out. Nights were spent at the office, weekends filled with work calls, all for the promise of recognition and financial gain. One day, an unexpected health scare forced her to reassess. She realized that her desire for external validation had led her to sacrifice health, relationships, and inner peace. By stepping back, redefining her goals, and focusing on balance, she found not just success but genuine contentment. Practicing control over desires doesn't mean denying yourself joy or ambition. Instead, it's about discerning between needs and excesses. Start with small, intentional steps. Reflect on your habits. Do you really need that new gadget? Or are you trying to fill an emotional void? Can you find joy in cooking at home instead of dining out every evening? Cultivate gratitude for what you already have, recognizing abundance in simplicity. This teaching also resonates deeply in today's digital age. Social media often fuels comparisons, leaving us wanting more likes, followers, or a lifestyle we perceive as better. Marcus Aurelius's wisdom reminds us to step away from these traps and ground ourselves in reality. True fulfillment isn't found online. It's cultivated in the quiet moments of appreciation for the life we live. By practicing control over desires, we reclaim our freedom, shaping a life guided by purpose and clarity. As we master this practice, it sets the stage for the next essential aspect of Stoicism: serving a greater purpose beyond ourselves. Serve a purpose greater than yourself. After mastering the art of controlling desires, the path to a fulfilled life takes us to a profound principle: serving a purpose greater than ourselves. Once we free ourselves from the grip of fleeting wants, we can redirect our energy towards something far more meaningful. Marcus Aurelius believed that our greatest strength lies in our ability to contribute to the collective good, for in serving others we find our truest purpose. Think of a candle in a dark room. Its flame burns not for itself but to light the way for those around it. Similarly, our lives gain deeper significance when we shift our focus from personal gain to making an impact. Imagine a man who spent years accumulating wealth and prestige but felt an emptiness he couldn't explain. One day, he began volunteering at a community shelter, teaching children the skills he'd mastered in his career. Over time, he found an unmatched sense of fulfillment, not from what he owned but from the lives he touched. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "What is your vocation? To be a good person." These simple yet profound words remind us that serving others isn't reserved for grand gestures or extraordinary acts. It's found in the small, everyday decisions: helping a neighbor, mentoring a colleague, or standing up for what's right. Each act of kindness, no matter how small, contributes to a ripple effect of positive change. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of problems we face. Poverty, climate change, inequality, the list can feel endless. But the key is to start where you are. Perhaps it's as simple as supporting a local charity, reducing waste in your household, or sharing words of encouragement with someone in need. Every action, however modest, carries the power to inspire and uplift. An emotional story illustrates this beautifully. A woman in her 60s, grieving the loss of her husband, found herself struggling with purpose. One day, she joined a program that paired seniors with young students needing guidance. Through weekly conversations, she shared her life experiences, lessons, and wisdom. Not only did she help these students gain confidence, but she also rediscovered her own sense of meaning and joy. Serving a greater purpose doesn't mean sacrificing your happiness. It enhances it. As Marcus Aurelius teaches, living for others strengthens the bonds of humanity, leaving a legacy that transcends time. By making even a small effort to contribute, you'll find a profound sense of fulfillment and alignment with your higher self. This principle naturally leads us to the next step in the journey of Stoicism: embracing the inevitability of change and learning to flow with life's unpredictability. Let's explore how adapting to life's impermanence enhances our resilience and peace. Embrace the impermanence of life after discovering the power of serving a purpose greater than ourselves. The journey brings us to one of the most profound Stoic teachings, embracing the impermanence of life. When we learn to accept the transient nature of everything around us, we open ourselves to a deeper understanding of resilience, peace, and inner freedom. Imagine holding sand in your hands. No matter how tightly you try to grip it, it slips through your fingers. Life is no different. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself of this truth, writing, "Everything you see will soon alter and cease to exist. Think of how many changes you have already witnessed." This acceptance doesn't evoke despair. It liberates us to live fully in the present moment. Consider the story of a young artist who poured years of effort into a painting for a competition. When the time came, the artwork was displayed in a gallery, only to be destroyed in an unexpected fire. Devastated, she questioned her worth. Yet, over time, she embraced the wisdom of impermanence. She began painting again, not for accolades or permanence, but for the sheer joy of creating. Her works became more vibrant and expressive because she no longer feared loss. She embraced it. When we resist change, we suffer. Relationships evolve, careers shift, and even our own bodies age. Stoicism teaches us not to cling but to flow with these inevitable transformations. It's not about indifference but about understanding that change is a natural part of existence. By doing so, we free ourselves from unnecessary pain and find peace in letting go. Think about your own life. Have you ever held onto something so tightly, perhaps a past version of yourself or a cherished possession, only to feel the weight of disappointment when it slipped away? By recognizing that nothing is permanent, you can transform that attachment into gratitude for the time you had it and the lessons it taught you. Marcus Aurelius practiced a daily ritual to reinforce this mindset. He reflected on his mortality. This isn't a morbid thought. It's a powerful reminder to cherish life as it is, not as we wish it to be. When we accept impermanence, we also deepen our appreciation for the fleeting beauty of life, be it a sunset, a heartfelt conversation, or the laughter of a loved one. By embracing impermanence, we build a resilience that carries us through life's uncertainties. We stop fearing change and start seeing it as an opportunity for growth and renewal. This final piece of wisdom ties together the Stoic teachings that empower us to navigate life with grace and strength, ready to face the ever-changing tides with unwavering clarity. Glowing star, dear friends, if this message touched your heart or sparked a new perspective, let us know. Speech balloon, drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what resonated with you the most. Your voice matters, and your feedback inspires us to create even more meaningful content for you. Red Heart, don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this journey of wisdom and growth. It's a small act, but it means the world to us. Globe showing Europe, Africa, and if you want to keep exploring powerful ideas and life-changing insights, make sure to subscribe and watch our other videos. Each view, like, and comment helps us connect with more amazing souls like you. Together, we can build a community that thrives on wisdom, kindness, and positivity. Rainbow, thank you for being part of our journey. Let's continue growing together. Raising hands, sparkles.